Congratulations on qualifying for the conference tournament for the second straight year. What has your team done well this season?
You know, this team, more than some that I've had in the past, really knows how to fight. Sometimes we fight almost enough and a little too late, and other times it works and we come back. And we've had quite a few, more than we'd like, but we've had quite a few matches that have gone to 5 sets, and we've come out on the right side of that conclusion. So they have done a very good job overall avoiding the real low lows, which in a sport that's as fast-paced as volleyball is real easy to get wrapped up in. I mean, it's talked about all the time how it's a momentum sport, and as much as I try to disagree with that and don't like it, it truly is. So they've done a nice job making sure that the highs are very high, and they use those to motivate themselves, but the lows don't get as low.
Kind of on that note, what specifically has your team either improved or gotten better on throughout the season?
Tempo is one thing. We have 2 setters really in our program that we've got 4 overall, but 2 that we had planned at the beginning part of the season to work with, and Brittany Sanders and Callie Mathiasen. And Callie had a bad ankle sprain in Platteville on the 3rd weekend, and it took her a while to come back from that. And they have very different hitting styles, and so we've tried to introduce it a couple of times, not very successfully. Not for a lack of good setting from both setters, but it's just the difference in that. And so they did a nice job when presented with that, and then going from the offense they thought we were going to run, adapting to another one without missing a beat. And, you know, that tells you something about the team and their focus.
In the few practices you had before the tournament, will you have any specific focuses?
Oh, absolutely. We have to. All season our practices have been specific to that next opponent. And it gets tough when we get to the tournament now because we've got a few practices to get ready for Superior, but winning that play-in match now this coming Monday, we have a day to get ready for the 1 seed, the 1 seed. And that's a whole lot of team to get ready for in one practice, and we have to travel again. And so preparing for Superior, they never quit. They're fast. They're a young team, but you don't see it on the court. And so our practices now leading up to that specifically are going to be to have the same tempo that they have to deal with, just like we know we're going to have to work around theirs.
Having played them, somewhat recently, just 2 weeks ago, are you able to use that in your preparation, or is it a completely blank slate?
Our outing at Superior wasn't great. When we played them, they really took us off guard, and again, back to that, the differences in offenses and how many setters we used. We tried to bring back that 6-2 that day. Didn't work. The 3rd set ended looking a lot more like us when we went back to the 5-1. Callie Mathiasen is not setting for us right now, but she's doing an amazing job on defense. So we went back to what they were comfortable with, and so that's a big part of it is just utilizing what we know. It's very fresh, even though it was a couple weeks ago, and so we know what to expect. So unless Lynn changes everything on us, just like we're trying to do against her, I think we'll be better prepared, and I think we're pretty well prepared. We're surprised.
As Haley mentioned in the post-game press conference, she talked about being very team-focused on the court. Is that something that you kind of teach, or is that something you let the leaders mentor the younger ones?
It's both. We're asking the impossible of them, really. We're asking them to, especially with how many freshmen we have, we're asking them to be maybe away from home for the first time in a new setting, new school, and then it's a fall sport, so they're thrown right into it. And so to be able to lean on team is a very good thing, especially when you have contributing setters like Lex as an example. And again, asking them the impossible to compete against each other, but also compete with them and support them. It isn't always as good as it should be, but we expect that. The staff expects that. They've all played volleyball and collegiate sports themselves. It's nothing new to us, but every year is a different roster to some extent. We did have the benefit of only graduating one senior last year and lost another one to her major. She wasn't able to come back. So we had a great core of young ladies that had been together for, a couple years, few years. And that helped a lot. Plus, as many seniors, as many upperclassmen, actually, juniors and seniors both that we have, it showed. Because then the underclassmen had someone to lean on for the elements of an entire season on and off the court both that we can't cover as a coaching staff. And so, consider those 6 seniors assistant coaches to some extent. They all had a significant role, again, both on and off the court, and so that showed up. And I haven't always been blessed, if you will, with the team feel that there is, and there's still struggles. I mean, again, it's a very competitive setting, but this year, bar none, is probably our best as a solid team, a solid unit.
And then how will you view success Monday night?
This is my 3rd trip back to the tournament in my years here. Success, the easy answer is let's just be competitive, but I know the players wouldn't accept that answer. Success is beating Superior and moving on in my history here, and they're not doing it for me, but moving on to that next level, that next semifinal match, and I want them to have that experience. Bethany sports have enjoyed a lot of success, especially lately, and I'm happy for my fellow coaches, proud of them even, but I really want my players to feel that. So that would be the success, is moving on and letting them have a taste of that, seeing what it does for their confidence, seeing what it does for their game overall, and if we can get into that semifinal match and do the right things, then it's the championship, and I want nothing more for my athletes and for these ladies than that.
Good luck Monday.
Thank you.